go and get it. Alright, I got a little bit of time left in my box. I was on live on TikTok. Now I'm live out here because I got to do what I got to do. Discover your superpower. When you find and channel your superpower, you move towards your path or purpose. Reading that E.T. book you owe you. When I was really young, I was a true mama's boy. Always wanting to be close, always up under my mom. Of course, because I was an only child at the time, we were super tight. But when I was 8 years old, she and my father sent me to Bible camp called Joy for Jesus. They thought it would be good for me to go away for a week and get a feel of independence, learn how to be my own, and get to know some other kids. But I was not having it. I cried and begged to stay home. My mom said she felt terrible, that she hated watching me get on the bus all red-eyed, wet-faced. She remembers seeing me look out the back window, my cheeks pressed up against it, weeping. When the bus pulled back into town the next week, she thought I'd been desperate to get home, but all I wanted to do was go back to camp. I begged the counselor to let me come back as soon as possible. They told moms that I was one of the most connected kids they've ever met. I was the only person who could get the white kids and black kids to play together. The city kids and the kids from the suburbs. They told her about how I helped other kids who were feeling homesick to loosen up and have fun. That I was constantly motivating everyone to get along and team up for flag football or sit at the same table or get out of the room, get out and run around first thing in the morning. Clearly, I have always been E.T. the hip-hop preacher. What I remember from that time was that feeling of independence and freedom. For the first time in my life, I got a sense of who I was. All right, time to get some work. So most of you know I'm a fitness instructor too, so I got to do my fitness thing as well. So let's put this thing down and let's go get these pull-ups, baby. We ain't done yet. Let's get it. Oop. Another page. Let's go. Get down low. Work on those knees. Was apart from the rest of the world and what I was capable of. When I got on the bus to go to the rural camp on Lake 100 and some miles away, I was terrified. First, black people didn't go north vacation. Traverse City, Port Huron, I don't know what I'm saying. Mackinac Island, that's where the white folks went. You also have to remember that I grew up in an urban community. I saw what happened in scary movies when people went out to the country. When they find Freddy Krueger or they're out there and chainsaw massacre? I don't know. I don't know if I'm reading these right. And people with hooks trying to hold you. Oh, let's get the movies. I wasn't interested in meetings. I sometimes struggle with this. Interested in meeting the boogeyman or living primarily or sleeping in bunk beds on top of people. I didn't know. I didn't have any interest in jumping in water where I couldn't see the bottom. The biggest body of water I'd ever been in was the swim mogul and 18-wheeler that would roll around Detroit with a swimming pool in the back of it. I had never been in no lake before. Before I got on the bus, I had always been within range of a family member. If it wasn't my mom, it was my aunties or grandmas. And even running around Chicago, there was always some older cousin, Randy or Corey, around. You don't know what you don't know what you don't know. And I didn't know how small my world was. When I got on the bus, it was the first time I stepped fully outside of my comfort zone. And I promise you, I was more appreciative than I ever been in my life. But as soon as I looked around and saw the kids starting to have fun, I was in. Cats was telling jokes, and I was all joking. I was good at jokes. So I got in on the your mama stuff, cracking people up, loving the attention. When we got to camp, I couldn't believe how beautiful it was. We went to Belly Island growing up, a little place on the Detroit River, but I have never seen trees or green like that before. The Great Lakes were new to me. I had no idea Michigan had so much water. Making friends wasn't hard. I started hanging with a kid named Jose. All right, good stuff. That's good. I'm gonna keep my workout on. Put my book up. Get my workout in real quick. Finish this off strong. Y'all stay with it. Y'all stay committed to your goals. Don't give up on yourself. And no matter what, no matter where you at, you keep going. Let's go.